Hey friend, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to do a crazy makeup transformation. We are going to try to turn into none other than the Jack Harlow. If you haven't heard of Jack Harlow, very famous hip-hop R&B artist that's out right now. Literally, it seems like the star just came out of nowhere during the pandemic, although he has been working on his craft for like almost 10 years, I want to say. And we are going to try to turn into him. I'm going to put some fake facial hair, we're going to put a wig on, some contact lenses. Let's just see if we could do it with the curly hair and everything. So let's get started. Gotta start off with the wig cap. Jack Harlow honestly looks and sounds exactly like, we all knew a Jack Harlow in high school. I feel like he was one of those very intellectually smart kids, but who was still friends with the popular kids because he actually had a secret rap album. You know when people like hand out their mix CDs in high school? That really ages me, wow. I guess now it would be SoundCloud artist because I'm old and ancient. So he would hand out the link to his SoundCloud and it would actually be fire. And you would find out that he's been actually performing at people's parties on the weekends and that he's actually good. But at the same time, he definitely looks like someone who would ruin my life, meaning I would have a crush on him once I found out he had talent. I would be one of like 5 other girls. Destroy my vision of love. While I'm deleting my eyebrows, why don't I tell you all a story about a similar situation I experienced in high school? This will be embarrassing, but good for y'all. So Wisdom, his name was, in high school. Oh my gosh, I hope no one sees this who knows Wisdom, or Wisdom does not see this. Yes, his name was Wisdom. This is back before my bad boy phase, when I had a super big crush on Wisdom. Wisdom like did all his homework, got good grades, and no offense, he was like my ultimate Asian guy crush. Like my parents would love him because my family's Asian. And not only did he get good grades, but he was friends with everybody. He was in drama, which I'm not really into. I didn't even like musicals, but I would want to go to the musicals to not only support my friends, you know, but to see Wisdom perform because he always got the lead roles. That's how good he was. So he was a charmer. Everybody liked Wisdom. But Wisdom did not like me. He liked super intellectual blonde girls and I was just this mixed Asian girl who looks white who didn't fit into nowhere and I always got bullied every day. But Wisdom was not only just handsome and talented, but he would bring his guitar to school and serenade women during lunch. And of course it was always, I say women, we were girls. It was always the girls that he had a crush on, which was not me. But I would just like, I'm sure people could tell that I was like stuffing my face with chips and drinking a high fructose corn syrup Fruitopia. That drink probably doesn't even exist anymore, and just like sweating, staring at Wisdom from the corner of my eye that everyone probably noticed. And then one day, my life got more complicated. You see, the reason why my life got more complicated is because this was the era of emo and scene kids. This was the era where if a guy literally had a guitar, knew how to play some strings on it, and knew how to, you know, charm the ladies, everything would go good for him. And this was the era of My Chemical Romance. Oh my goodness, the makeup, the eyeliner. I swear to you, Wisdom would show up to school with some eyeliner and I would be head over heels. And then he was such a cute nerd that I was in love, and I found out that he was part of a club. And not just any club, oh no. He was part of a historical reenactment club. And I don't know what the gods had the signs and the stars for him in his historical reenactment club, but Wisdom landed a role in one of the biggest My Chemical Romance music videos at that time. His historical reenactment club got him a role as one of the backup like people in war with the Gerard Way of the My Chemical Romance. I was screaming in my mind at home, watching this over and over again, watching his part like a freaking crazy person, because you know, it's one of those moments where like I was the girl who first listened to NSYNC out of my whole entire neighborhood. It was one of those moments where like I knew him first, and I know that is very hipster of me, that is very like gatekeepy of me, but I'm telling you, my heart sank because he ended up dating the girl he was always serenading. I should be happy for her. It was the very intellectually smart blonde white girl who was the main star in the musicals with him, who went to prom with him, and you know, I'm not mad. Sounds like I am. But that's what Jack Harlow reminds me of, is my old crush Wisdom. My friends from high school that watch this right now probably think I'm the biggest loser. That's fine. But I thought that would be something that everyone could relate to. I feel like Jack Harlow is just that type that would ruin our lives. It would like give us heartache because all the girls would love him because they found out he could sing. That was Wisdom for me, Jack Harlow. Imagine your crush ends up being one of the biggest music videos of the time. I was devastated. I mean, I loved it. I watched it over and over again. I'm sure you could guess what music video it was if there's historical war reenactments in it from My Chemical Romance. But I'm doing the highlights of Jack Harlow on my face. He has more puffiness on his face than I do, and more sagging, even though he's younger than me. And he has a bigger nose tip, so I'm highlighting that as well. I used the e.l.f. primer for this because this is an oil-based concealer and foundation situation and not water-based. And I'm even gonna cover my lip because I've got some feminine lips. The only lip this would look good on is Elvis, which I should do, and Post Malone. I feel like if I was born male, I would look exactly like Post Malone. If I identified as male, I would look exactly like Post Malone. No joke. I'm just gonna take some contour cream and contour the sides of my face. Especially when you're doing male makeup transformations, you want the contour to be heavy in the sockets of your eye, in the shadows, so that this part of males usually protrudes more out than females. And he has a contoured nose right here, but it's bulbous here. When you're doing male makeups and any celebrity makeups like this, you really want to look at reference pictures, and of course the facial hair is really gonna make this look, because I'm also gonna put it on my brows hopefully as well, or I could draw them on. We'll see what we do. Sometimes drawn on brows just lay nicer than fake hair brows. Gotta put that fake Adam's apple. You don't have to, but I do. But yes, me and Wisdom never became an item. I actually had one of my really good friends at the time who was his bro pal. This is so embarrassing, I can't believe I am saying this. Ask Wisdom if he had feelings for me, and of course he said no, and my heart was crushed. And this is right when like I came back to school after the summer and I grew huge tits. Like I'm talking, I went from like a C to a triple D. And I even wore like a tight-fitting shirt, not to show them off, but I just looked good in it. And I lost a bunch of weight, and like I just got bullied more, and I did not get Wisdom. I just got this guy who liked me, would call my house frantically, and hired his best friend, literally paid someone to beat me up every day. I've talked about this before on my channel, but yeah. Trying to see what facial hair, oh yes, this is the color, will look good. I recently did beards. That's why I have so much facial hair like blended nicely already, for the girls over at Witch Bitch Amateur Hour podcast. They're sweethearts. It was so much fun. They do these Patreon shows where they like kind of recreate their own like ghost adventure type shows, but they have these two characters and they play like a male figures. So instead of them drawing on their fake beards and brows and everything, I professionally hand laid beard work for them, and it was so much fun. We were at the beach filming it, shooting it. So you can definitely check that out. I'll put the link down below, but that's where these beards come from. So we're gonna start off with the mustache first. I like to go inwards and outwards. I should have done my brows first, to be honest, but this is where we're starting. He has a big gap where his cupid's bow is, right down the center, where there isn't hair. And you really, again, need to look at reference pictures for this. So we're just gonna slather on a lot of spirit gum. And we're just gonna tap this on. Oh my gosh. He has very sparse like hairs too, so this will be so much easier than most facial hairs. I'm sorry, I don't mean to diss you, Jack Harlow, but you got some sparse facial hairs. So it's easy for me. I feel like, I wake up every day and I enjoy soup. It's great. Is that Nacho Libre? I probably quoted that wrong. Okay, now that we have this on, I'm gonna spray it with hairspray. And we're gonna trim it. Who does his facial hair work? Who like grooms him? I would really love to meet this person who grooms Jack Harlow. Cause what is up with this mustache, bro? I know there's a lot of girls that love Jack Harlow, but my God, we need to do better with this stash, boy. I say boy, like, I guess I am older than him, but that feels offensive, I'm sorry. He has gloss on, I swear to God, he's got gloss on. Like, did he really like hit on Sweetie when they were at that music awards show with him in this facial hair? Cause I don't know what I would think of his facial hair in person. I don't know. Maybe it's cause like groom my own boyfriend's facial hair and I make facial hair, but like maybe I'm being too picky. So maybe that's it. It might work for him though. If he gets the ladies with this, although my like idol who I think is sexy is Post Malone, so I have no say. Cause a lot of people think he's messy, but I think he's cute. Oh my God, we need a little thing here. This little like, it literally looks like a stain from barbecue. Whenever guys have this, I don't understand it, why it's there. I just don't understand it. Does it like get leftovers? Does it collect leftovers? Like, I don't understand why, who invented this part of the mustache? He needs a little bit of a redness, like some, not redness, but like he needs a little bit of blush. Yeah, he needs that. This is Danessa Myricks ballet slipper. It looks very natural until you put it on a man, apparently. So I'm gonna put some foundation over it. All right, let's do these brows. I think that's all my stories of people from high school that remind me of Jack Harlow. I did have this one guy who was in love with me I was in Applied Technology Magnet at my school, which means that we did computer work for every class possible. Since we are the millennials, are the generation who like is the gap between like computers now and before there wasn't any computers. So they had all of us do these computer classes, and I took actually editing, graphic design, animation, and I failed at it, which is funny because that's like my job now. And there's a guy in there who would always ask me, I can't ask for a hug, because I didn't want to go out with him. We can't just be friends, I can't ask for a hug. So that was awkward. But I said sure, so I would hug him awkwardly. And it was like air conditioned class, sweaty mess. That guy who would ask for hugs definitely gave me Jack Harlow vibes too. But then I love Jack Harlow's music. I just love him as an artist. He's so good. I could see like he's really stretching to always get the ladies, but I'm not mad at it, and be Drake's best friend, which I heard Drake isn't that nice in real life, but that's just what I heard. We are gonna take this brow off because I'm not liking it, and we're gonna draw on our brows. Okay? Okay. That's so much better than the hairs that were going on. Don't you think? I think so. I wish there was like a famous singer that came out from my school. I'm surprised there isn't, because I was not far from like the Hollywood area where I went to high school. He's got some crazy brows. Like, I really want to groom his brows too. Again, I'm looking at reference pictures of him posing for some cover or something, and it's just surprising me every time. I'm gonna go in with a little black over it just to give it some depth and definition, because there's some thickness in the middle parts especially. He's got some scraggly hairs down here. Like, what is this mess? Jack Harlow, why am I judging you so hard? I'm so sorry. Can I groom your face and your brows? Gotta put down more spirit gum. That's taking up my foundation for some reason into the spirit gum. I should have set this makeup first with powder and spray. That's probably why. But I'm just laying some pieces down. Boy, if you don't get someone to clean up your appearance on these facial hairs. I look like an Amish kid. Not that that's bad, but I just wouldn't expect a rapper to look like that, you know? So I get curved scissors to do this bottom piece, to cut off any excess and to shorten it. And if you use the curved scissors, it really does help. I bet you anything like Drake is like on the boat feeling a little weirded out at first by Jack Harlow, as Jack Harlow's trying to like learn some game from Drake to get chicks, and like, I hate the word chicks, why did I say that? To get like girls like Sweetie, you know? She's beautiful, she's famous and talented. His beard is so short. I'm cutting it. Don't cut your ears off, cat. Don't do it. Don't cut your ears off. Oh yeah. This feels so weird cutting my own beard hairs on my face. I don't think I've done this before on camera. That's looking good. Get some hairspray. Really fluff that up, especially on the sides, flatten the sides down. There we go. All right, now that we have the facial hair, we need some not glasses, contact lenses. If you know my YouTube channel, you know I've been getting my contact lenses from one of the best sites, keepparadise.com. They have some great contact lenses. You should definitely check them out. For colored contact lenses, circle lenses, they're safe. They are approved by eye doctors. They have a great selection. I'm just doing like a basic blue-ish contact lens color and just slapping them in my eyes because I'm too used to wearing contact lenses now. I'm also gonna throw on a hoodie without messing up my beard hair, hopefully. I should have done this first before all this, which is messed up because I lost the wig I wanted to use. I'm gonna put half my hood on. I need powder the brows down. Yeah, that looks like Jack Harlow. I almost forgot the gloss. Oh my gosh, it says so juicy. He needs gloss, he has gloss. I swear on my life that Jack Harlow wears gloss. And he always goes like this, chilling. And this is our finished look. I feel like he'd pose like this. What do you guys think? Does it look like Jack Harlow? Kinda. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Every Friday we post videos on this channel, so subscribe for some more. This was so much fun. Leave a comment down below on what other video ideas you would love to see. If I pick your comment, I'll definitely do it for a video. We have so much fun here. I hope you guys enjoyed. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.